Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to another Calgary Stampeders game day video post. And what a matchup we have in store for Week 10 in the 2022 CFL Regular season on Saturday, August the 13th. It'll be a 5 p.m. kickoff here at McMahon Stadium at home in Calgary. You got the 5-2 Calgary Stampeders hosting the resurgent 6-1 BC Lions. It's definitely going to be legacy. Calling this game Legacy Night. We recognize players from the past, but I think there's going to be some old and new legacy to look forward to in this game. Well, first, Calgary coming off of a win, a very ugly defensive performance with a 17-3 victory over Ottawa last week, so they didn't quite fall for the trap, but it definitely was not a pretty game, unless you're a big fan or a defensive-minded coach. But what's also painful was the fact that Bo was literally 5 yards away from surpassing Henry Burris to being the all-time passing leader. So I'm sure Bo will at least get 5 yards tomorrow to surpass Henry Burris in all-time passing yards in franchise history. However, there's a new legacy being built in the Canadian Football League in quarterback in Nathan Rourke. Definitely going to be looking forward to seeing him play live for the first time this season. He's been so far the early candidate for not only top Canadian but most outstanding player in the CFL. Canadian quarterback from Victoria has definitely been picking up big numbers. I guess he definitely knows the Elks no problem, as last week BC had the big 46-14 victory over the Elks at home. So both teams are coming off wins, but BC's was definitely a lot more impressive. I think Nathan Rourke, he's rewriting his own record book for its new legacy with passing yards a game. I think he threw over 450 yards last week, and saying he's the complete package. Getting me nostalgic for Doug Flutie, who he was definitely the complete package. So we'll see, the legend in Bo Levi Mitchell, and maybe a new legend in Nathan Rourke covering our eyes. But hopefully the Calgary Stampeders are up to the task, because this matchup, this season series, Calgary does host the BC Lions twice this season. So I'm going to say safely, whoever wins this season series will be hosting at least the West semifinal, as the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, they got stunned last night at home against the Montreal Alouettes 20-17 in overtime. So now they slipped to 9-1, but they still have a nice gap on the West right now. But I'm going to say whoever wins this season series will likely be hosting the West semifinal in November. And it's always nice to have a home playoff date if possible, but 1 week at a time, as you say. I just hope the Calgary Stampeders will be able to pick it up in receiving, as they definitely have had a lot of drop time lately, including Jamar Jordan, who seems to have lost a step from his injuries. But Calgary has not received any touchdowns the last 2 games. We only had the 1 touchdown via an interception, pick 6 by Titus Wall last week in Ottawa, and then the 2 rushing touchdowns from Kadeem Carey happened a couple weeks ago when we hosted the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And unfortunately, Calgary will be without Trey Robertson for the rest of the season with the injury that he sustained a couple weeks ago, and still without Sean McEwen. But Calgary seems to be next man up. At least we'll have our head coach back, as he had to sit last week out due to protocol. But I'm going to say this is definitely going to be a Wild West showdown. Second place showdown for Legacy Night. Looking forward to it. It's supposed to be 30 degrees tomorrow. And so on the east side, I'm definitely going to be more red now, regardless if we win or lose. So if I'm going to be more red and a little burnt, let's hope we win and show the BC Lions that at least this Alberta team is a little stronger than the one that's up north right now. So that's my Calgary Stampeders game day post for Week 10, the first of 3 against the BC Lions, first of 3 at home, or first of 3 of the season series, and first of 2 at home. Be interested to see how we do with Nathan Rourke facing off against our defense. So anyway, I'd like to say, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, home the Flames, Hitmen, Roughnecks, Stampeders, as well as the Calgary SC, just make sure you hit like, subscribe, as I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel. We recap games, stories, and that, which I am still trying to play catch up with that. But I also do have variety of non-sports content, like personal vlogs, attempt to call me, and let's do share my experience around the road. We're at a sporting event, and I have some vlogging to go, so it sounds like be interested to watch to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey. You know what you do, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I also have my other social links down in the description below for other ways you follow me, and of course I appreciate like, subscribe on my second channel, in Brett Hornby Shorts, where I'll post my short form content there. Let's say, for example, what happens at the game tomorrow between the Calgary Stampeders and the BC Lions? Who's going to be on the right end of this one? So as I go Stamps go, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, I guess the last thing I should throw in is that for our Lakes Unite, they're also going to recognize our equipment manager in George Hopkins, also known as Gino, who's worked over 1,000 games. So I just want to get that in there before I say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, this time for real.